Figure skater Kamila Valieva did not want to leave the ice until she performed a quadruple toe loop. Tutburids and Ksenia were shocked, but applauded the student. After the Olympic nightmare, Kamila Valieva could not recover for a long time. A short program with a parting message to herself and a free program describing the horrors of what is happening in Beijing hinted that the skater was just learning self-reflection. Nevertheless, the first successes are already visible. The psychological state of the athlete has noticeably improved, which was shown by the results of the second Grand Prix stage for Kamila, where she won another gold. The Olympic champion in the team finally enjoys her performances, does not pursue ultra-C elements, takes care of her health and is not even afraid to be daring in response to unfair criticism. This weekend, Valieva staged a whole performance at the Sports Palace, shocking Tutburids and Ksenia. There was practically no intrigue in women's single skating at the Russian Grand Prix in Kazan. After the removal of Daria Yuzacheva and Sofia Muraviova, only Ksenia Sinitsyna and Veronica Yamatova could compete with the irresistible Kamila Valieva. Svetlana Panova's student refused to go into pair skating, and good. Even after a long absence from the ice, the skater proved that she can show excellent results in singles. And although the judges were strict with Ksenia in the short program, she had a good disposition before the free program, third place and more than 70 points in the asset. Under an incredibly beautiful piano composition, Sinitsyna performed her program. The skater landed every jump with incredible grace and precision. Light as fluff, double axels, unusual cascades of triple Lutz, double Rittberger and triple flip, double toe loop, double Rittberger, solo triple flip and triple salcho, combination of triple Lutz and toe loop. The athlete coped with absolutely everything and got a well-deserved applause from the public. Crystal, Alexei Yagudin described Ksenia's skating in one word, and it was hard to disagree with him. In any case, the judges were in solidarity with him and gave her 137.01 points for free skate, in total, 207.55. Unlike her rival, Veronica Yamatova did not prepare so thoroughly for her performance in Kazan, because she simply did not have time for this. Due to the sudden withdrawals of other figure skaters of the ward Elena Lefkovitz and Vladimir Gnyalazubov, I had to skate 2 Grand Prix stages in a row, but Veronica only started it in a sporty way. In the short program, Yamatova swept like a small hurricane and captured the second line of the standings with a swoop. I see the main plus of Yamatova in the fact that she, being well trained, that the fact is not so much competing as playing in competitions with the passion of an incredibly energetic child. Elena Vaitskovskaya gave such an interesting assessment to the figure skater. Only in the free program Veronica did not play, but fought for a medal. Yamatova opened her spectacular circus show with the purest double axel and complemented it with a triple Lutz. The snipe and triple toe loop sequence was also up to the mark, as was the triple flip double toe loop cascade. In the second half of the program, the skater gained crazy speed, which caused her to stumble slightly on a combination of triple Lutz and salcho through the Euler, but she coped with the solo triple flip and triple Rittberger, setting off to conquer the step sequence. Energetic, bright Veronica riveted all the attention to herself. Her rise continues. She is like a perpetual motion machine. She is like a hurricane that sweeps away everything in its path. Alexei Yagudin rightly noted and was not mistaken. 134.44 points allowed her to get ahead of Sinitsyna in total, 210.34 points. However, Yamatova was not destined to get close to the gold. Even before the start of the competition, it was clear that the skates in Kazan would be Kamila Valieva's finest hour. A student of Atari Tutburids, even without Ultra C, scored impressive points in the short program. But more importantly, she demonstrated a performance that she enjoyed herself. I liked that I was finally just having fun, the skater admitted to reporters. Now Valieva finally comes to life after the Olympic nightmare and even at some moments shows her teeth, brave and self-confident. She does not force things during her recovery from injury, not being afraid of condemnation for not showing the entire set of quads at once, returning the most difficult jumps in sequence. I jump them on a fishing rod, and I jump much better. I already feel the elements. Another issue is to enter them yourself. I'm already entering Tolup myself, everything is fine, maybe I'll restore the axle and salcho, maybe not. I will look according to my feelings, said the athlete, before declaring only one quad Tolup in a free program. Alas, just this element did not work out for Kamila. The fall from it seemed painful, but under the supporting applause, the figure skater stood up and continued her performance in one breath. I didn't even want to look at the jumps. Valieva once again showed real art on ice. The choreographic skill of the athlete turned out to be head and shoulders above that of her rivals. This was visible to the naked eye. Kamila really enjoys her skates now. She smiles, doesn't chase Ultra C, taking care of her health, and it's worth a lot. However, the skater's respect for her fans and her hometown is so great that after the competitive skating she refused to leave the ice, having twice tried to perform an unsuccessful quad toe loop for an encore. The performance of the student shocked Atari Tutburids so much that at first she did not even know how to react, but then the coach laughed and applauded Kamila. Daniil Glakanaus had to take away the athlete almost by force. Valieva definitely made a rustle, including space estimates, 158.42 points for the free program, 241.71 in total. The figure skater won the second gold in a row and broke into first place in the standings of the Russian Grand Prix series. Kamila Valieva met with fans after the performance of her program at the third stage of the Russian Grand Prix in Kazan. Fans were waiting for the skater at the exit from the arena. Valieva was photographed with fans, gave autographs and talked.